everyone, it's Krista here from Simply Breathe Now, and I am here to do May's video of my May insert. So here we go. This is again a cover made by Creative Kate Designs, and if you watch April's video, it talks all about her designs, and I will link her contact details below. And you can custom order any color you like or anything that you would like to do, so that's all in April's video. Inside I have my collections insert, and then I have my May insert. And so May's insert, its cover is just a quote that I thought was pretty meaningful. And then we'll jump right in. We have May's title page, which is like all the title pages, they're blank so that you can add your own creative flair for May. You can add stickers, washi tape, color, quotes, or you can leave it just as you like. And then my surprise spread, I've already kind of let out that my surprise spread is how to draw a mandala. I've posted a video up on YouTube already, and I will link it below in this video. And what I do is I go right through how to start and make a mandala from the very beginning, and then I go through and finish this one so you can see how I draw it out. Hopefully it's clear and it is fun to watch and relaxing, and I really enjoyed filming that video, so I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy filling out this spread. I've had some feedback that it was really fun, so we'll look for more for those to come in future inserts. Then we have our memories page where you can add all your doodles and your words, write down anything that you remember that's important for the month, and it's kind of a fun place to keep all your different things that have been happening and your little currently list. Then we have our goals this month spread, and here's where you write your goal or your plan or your project that you're working on, and then you break it down into your 4 different steps for the month, with the idea that hopefully you're working towards completing your goal. You may not complete it in the month, but you're breaking it down into smaller steps so it's more achievable. I would really love to hear how this is working for everyone, if you're enjoying this spread or not. I've had a few people now been using the inserts for almost 4 months, so it'd be nice to know how everybody is using the spreads and they're finding them helpful or not. And then over here there's room for you to be creative or add notes or anything like that. Then there's just a May calendar, typical May calendar with a place for some notes on the side. And then we have the habit tracker. So the way the habit tracker works is you write your habits down here on the side. You would add the days of the week at the top. And then from there, you would, every day you come through and you go and tick off what you've done. You can use X's, boxes, color in the box to say it's completed as you do it. I also have done a video on how to use Zentangle in your habit tracker, so if you're interested in knowing more about that, I will link that video below as well, so that you can see how I use my Zentangle to complete my tasks. And then it makes my habit tracker really pretty, and I really enjoy doing the Zentangle as I go through my habits. And then there's a sleep tracker here, I'm a big believer in sleep, and so I believe that keeping an eye on your sleep and seeing how it goes up and down is kind of helpful on making sure that we get enough. And then a little bit of room for being creative again. Here's our gratitude log, and just writing 2 different things that you're grateful for every single day. And then our mood tracker. This is so exciting. I loved drawing this, so I hope that you love coloring it when it comes time to do your mood trackers. So if you're new to mood trackers, the way they work is that either in this space or in this space below, you would pick a color, and then you would put a mood that corresponds with your color. And then when it comes to the day, so the 1st of May, depending on how you felt, so say you picked happy as pink and you had a great day and you had a happy day, you would color this flower in pink. Some people feel that they are more than one mood in a day, so you could color the flowers more than one color, and that would actually turn out probably very beautiful as well. And then you just find the days of the week that correspond with the day that you're on, and then you would color that flower the color of your mood. So I hope you really enjoy that. The next spread is the financial spread, and it's hopefully that if you've been using them for a while, you're seeing a change and you're seeing your cash flow, getting an idea of how much cash flow you're getting every month, and that your net worth, what it is, and if it's hopefully changing in a positive direction. And then I've left you one blank spread so that you can add any more collections that you might like, that you might have had in previous journals, or if you've seen on Pinterest or anything that you would like to be able to add to there. Then we get into our weeklies. So the way the weeklies works is that you add the numbers, the day numbers down here, and then what week it is. And from here it's broken up in 2 different sections. So you can use it for appointments, which would be things that have a time, and events are just things that have to happen during that day but don't necessarily have a time. You can use it for home life, work life, kids life, your life, small business, and home. You can use it for anything that you want to break your day into 2 different things, or you don't even have to break it. You could just put it on either side, and that would allow you more room. Over here then you have your to-do list, and that would be the things that you're kind of hoping to get to during the week that don't necessarily correspond with a day. It's just things that keep coming up in your head, and so instead of keeping them in your head, you would write them down and keep them on paper. Then your waiting on list is your list of things that you might be waiting on, such as like someone returning a phone call or getting some information back to you, or an order that you've ordered online and you're kind of want to just keep an eye on when it's due. Things on the horizon is a kind of a list of things that are coming up that you don't necessarily are going to do here, but you don't really want to keep it in your head, but you want to make sure that you don't forget. So things that for me that go in here right now would be things like summer camps. Have I booked them? Have I looked into them even? And so summer planning might be in here, and then if I'm like, I better get on the camps might go up here. But then next week I might be like, summer's still in the process. Are we going to go away to a cottage? If so, I might need research cottage would come up here. So pulling things out, but I don't necessarily, this summer as a category is too big in May to be planning the whole summer. Then we move into our daily spreads. So the daily spreads, there's a time bar at the top, so you can choose to use the time bar as how you want your day to go, or you can use it as how your day went. So you would color code different things for what you do. So sleep time, work time, personal development time, appointment time, and then you would fill in your day either how you want it to go or how it did go. I used to use mine as how it did go, and just in the last about 4 weeks I've kind of dropped doing the time bar. Then there's a place for you to do weather here if you like, and you add the number, the date down here underneath the day of the week. And then from there you add your tasks. So the way Ryder Carroll's bullet journaling works, I will link his main video below. But his key for doing tasks, and this is the main core of what bullet journaling is that you add a dot for a task that you want to do, a circle for an event. Once you've completed a task, you put an X through it. Once, if you haven't been able to complete it and you still feel that it's relevant and that you want to do it within the near future, so you can put it either on the next day or within the next couple of days, you would put an arrow to the right, meaning you've migrated it. If it's something that you aren't going to be able to complete and it doesn't really get migrated, you need to reschedule it. You put a arrow to the left, meaning you've actually taken action and rescheduled it to a different time. And if you would like to add a note, you would put a little dash. If something becomes irrelevant after you've reflected that you don't really need to do it anymore, you would actually just put a line straight through it. So that's the idea of how bullet journaling, the key for bullet journaling works. You can make up your own key. This is Ryder Carroll's key from the beginning. It's the one I use. I find it's simplistic and it's very easy. So at the end of every day, you would go and you would make sure that each dot has had something happen to it. Or at the end of every spread, which is a two-faced open page, you would make sure everything has something assigned to it. And this is how you keep things from getting lost or forgotten, meaning at the end of either the day, you would go through and make sure that something had happened to every task that you wrote down, or at the end of every spread, when they went to turn the page, everything has had something happen to it. when you go to do your weekly, your next weekly, so we're on, say, week 2 of the month, and you go to fill out this, you would go back to your to-do list and make sure that you've also completed, migrated, or rescheduled everything on this list. And that way things get moved forward and that you don't lose anything in the process of writing things out. So Ryder Carroll does say that there is a lot of writing, and you do write things several times, and that is on purpose, because the idea is that you, if it's important, you will rewrite it. And it allows you time to reflect on something. If you're kind of getting tired of doing it, either get it done or you choose not to do it and make it irrelevant. So there's a little summary of the bullet journaling. And then I always add a weekly review at the end of every week. What is working, what isn't working, and what needs to change. These dailies are inspired by Kara Benz from Boho Berry. So I also will link her website below. She has an enormous amount of information and is very inspirational, so go check her out. It's very exciting when you see all the things that she's into. So you have 5 weeks, and then at the end of 5 weeks you have another 2 full spreads of blank pages, so you can add what you like. And then you have a monthly review, and this monthly review is a place where I feel that you get to celebrate yourself and your month. And I feel that when we don't kind of take stock of how our month has been, time seems to fly really by, and we don't actually take time to actually move our life into the way that we want to. And this is one time to take a breath and celebrate what you've done and take some reflection. So there's places to talk about accomplishments and big events, things that you're proud of, and how you are different or how you have changed. And then there's places to comment on your projects and your goals, and then things that you want to remember that might have come into your life or has resonated with you that you just don't want to forget. And then the places for reflection are what was challenging for the month and what did your personal struggles did you have. And that allows you to kind of just take stock of the month and how to start shaping the life into the way that you would like it to be going. And then there is a blank page at the end where you can put anything that you like, maybe continue the reflection and put more of what you want the next month to have in it, or some small goals that you can put into your next journal. And then on the back side of the journal, there's a small little mandala for a little bit of coloring. And then we have June. So I did want to mention I have put these journals now on Etsy. So you can buy May separately, or you can buy May in a bundle with May, June, and July. They are all up there, and there's some pictures of examples of what's in each of the journals. So I hope this was helpful and that you are enjoying the inserts. Please leave comments on how things that you're loving, things that you don't, spreads that you don't ever use, because I can make some changes. I have made some changes for July, so I'd love to hear any more changes that people would like. And yes, if you drop them in the comments below, I will try to join in the conversation down there. Thank you so much.